Audio on demand from Vision Christian Media.
Exploring faith and the future. Neil Johnson and Bible teacher Dr. Kameel Majdali.
Well, we're talking about the Old Testament character of Joseph, a man who was a spiritual man and really a giant when it comes to those characters and those personalities of the Old Testament. Kameel, the thing about Joseph is that he was a man of integrity.
Neil, Joseph was definitely a man of integrity, and I would like to teach people, especially when we face the challenges ahead, that if you live by the Joseph principles, you have nothing to fear. One of the key Joseph principles has to do with his character. Joseph, to me, is an embodiment of integrity triumphant, and integrity is so necessary today. We are integrity challenged as a society. We're less honest, we're less sincere, we're less morally upright. All these are tenets of just normal integrity, honesty, sincerity, and moral uprightness. Then, of course, there's the biblical definition of integrity that goes much further. That's from Matthew chapter 5, verses 13 and 14. Jesus says, "You are the salt of the earth, you are the light of the world." We need to get to a point of what I call salt and light integrity. Joseph embodies it. And if we can heed his example, then God's going to honor that. And he's going to take you on that well-lit path of the just that shines brighter to the perfect day.
Integrity is not just a feeling, is it? You know, there are times when things are going well, when things are going right, you can feel as though you're doing well. But when times are not so good, sold into slavery, issues in Potiphar's house, there are challenges there. It's not just a feeling. Integrity is a lifestyle.
Integrity is definitely a lifestyle, but it's also a decision we make. Are we going to be people of principle? Or are we going to just be people of expedience? Are we going to be self-centered, hedonistic, do what feels good? Or are we going to do it right? Because if you live the latter, the expedient, selfish, fleshly thing, you are heading for disaster. But if you live by principle, you may not always be understood, but I'll tell you, you will be respected and you will be trusted, even by people who are unchurched and as far away from God as could be. I've seen this again and again. Now, Joseph had it. And integrity is not the facade you put on under the spotlight. It's also what you are behind closed doors. Again, Joseph was a great example of that, particularly when it came to Potiphar's wife.
And Kameel, that integrity, it's the integrity you say is not as a facade, but is a part of our character. It's part of our being. Maintaining that today sometimes is difficult.
Neil, it takes courage to live a life of integrity, to live by your convictions, to be principled. I mean, for example, just telling the truth, even telling the truth in love, takes a lot of courage. Any coward can lie. But if we're going to be people who get somewhere in life and have both the favor of God and the trust of people, we really have no choice. We need to make a decision to live by integrity. And it doesn't matter that others aren't doing it or seemingly prosper while violating God's principles. What matters is we do what is right, because we have to live with our conscience and we have to realize we're going to stand before God one day. Romans 14:12, every one of us has to give account of himself to God. If we could even think of the principle of accountability, it will spare us a lot of grief. Joseph had integrity, and it's what helped him sustain the time of, shall we say, adversity, and then eventually, when his time came, God honored him and put him from prisoner to prime minister of Egypt. And I believe integrity was the key thing that saw him through.
Faith and the future with Neil Johnson and Dr. Kameel Majdali from Teach All Nations. Find articles, videos and podcasts from Dr. Kameel, plus today's and other episodes of Faith and the Future in the Vision app or at vision.org.au.
Thanks for taking time to listen to this audio on demand from Vision Christian Media. To find out more about us, go to vision.org.au.